Hiya, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this Mortal Kombat 1 live stream, I'll be playing the BOREFEST, that is, Invasions. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Each season of Invasions is like Groundhog Day. You know the movie Groundhog Day? Fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Groundhog Day, what's wrong with you? Check it out. Honestly, great movie. But in that movie, Bill Murray, a fantastic actor, he basically ends up replaying the same day over and over again. And Invasions feels like Groundhog Day. This is season 3 of Invasions, but it feels exactly the same as season 2 and season 1 of Invasions. You're literally doing the same things. You're literally in the same place. It's Groundhog Day. And it's because of this, it's become such a bore fest. Invasions has so much potential. Invasions could be like a modern day conquest mode. Remember back in the olden days of Mortal Kombat. Well, not that old. Old for Zoomers, but for me, not so old. The PS2 era of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is Deception and Mortal Kombat Armageddon had modes called Conquest modes, and they were fantastic single player story modes. You could explore the realms, like you could move around the realms in real time. You could accept quests. There was a fantastic story that was continually progressing as you went from realm to realm. Oh look, it's a fantastic mode. It really is. It still holds up to this day, to be quite honest with you. And I feel like Invasions could have been a modern version of Conquest, but unfortunately it isn't. It's not even that though. It's not even the fact that Invasions is not like Conquest. It's the fact that every season, it's like Groundhog Day again. It's the same things. It's the same places, the same maps, the same gameplay. Oh my days. The only thing that really changes in each season is a little story prologue at the beginning and a story epilogue at the end. And that's about as much story as you're going to get for Invasions. And I suppose for me, the only purpose of Invasions is unlocking new character skins and palettes. Other than that, you're doing exactly the same things and you're in the exact same places. It's Groundhog Day, and because of that, it's become a bore fest. Nonetheless, I am streaming it, so like, you know, I mean, the pressure now is on me, to make an entertaining live stream. Look, I'll do my best, okay? I'll do my best. But bear in mind, the material that I'm working with is not the best, okay? It's like if I was a fantastic actor and I was giving a terrible script for a movie. Hey, don't hate me. Hate the script, yeah? No. Okay, nonetheless though, I am live. Let's get some gameplay going. So John Cena is in Mortal Kombat, and I absolutely think that it's crazy, like, it's crazy. John Cena is not PG in Mortal Kombat 1, let me tell you. John Cena, full heel turn in Mortal Kombat 1.
Sonic boom, torpedo.
John Cena versus Shao Kahn. Who would have thought they'd see the day? I never thought I'd see that day, to be honest with you. I was hoping to do a fatality, but I messed up. But nonetheless, behold, John Cena. Okay, so let's talk about what just happened there in Invasions gameplay-wise. So I moved from one node to the next node like a board game, like Mario Party. And on that node, it was a fight. 98% of nodes in Invasions are fights. The other 2% is test your might and survive. And it's the same in every season of Invasions. It's the same thing. The mesa / map that I'm on right now, Rampart, whatever it's called, it's been in season 1 and it's been in season 2, and it's here again. Oh, yeah, there's also towers as well that pop up in nodes, but they're just more fights. It's not any different. It's just more fights. From time to time, you will appear in these portals to open chests to unlock content, which, again, as I mentioned earlier, is the it's the bloodline. It's the only thing keeping Invasions alive is the unlockables. If Invasions had no unlockables, oh my days. It wouldn't have any purpose for existing, to be quite honest with you. So every season there is new unlockables to unlock. Okay, there's going to be new character skins and palettes, and that's the one true good thing about Invasions, and it's the one new thing that comes with each season. Sophisticated medallion of victory, and I've just got a palette now for Sindel, and I've got 100 seasonal credits. So I mean, the unlockables are fine. I have no issue with the unlockables because they're different each season, and I really do appreciate that. Wilted orange herbs, and a palette for rain, and more seasonal credits. So eating these wilted orange herbs will permanently grant me 2 special stat points. Actually, start using these actually. Free up space in my inventory. So far I got a palette for Sindel and Rain. I mean, you know what irritates me? And what doesn't irritate me? I'm getting old, people. I think one of the things that really irritates me about Invasions, right, is Mortal Kombat 1 is a fully priced game. Okay, it's not a free-to-play live service game like Fortnite. But in Fortnite, every season, every chapter, every update, every event is drastically different. They change the visuals, they change the entire locations, they add in new gameplay. I mean, that game continually evolves, and it's free. It's fucking free. Look, you can love or hate Fortnite. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change fact. Your opinion on a game doesn't change fact. That's one thing that people need to realize. Whether you're a fanboy, whether you're a hater, whether you're some wannabe sophisticated analyst, whatever. However you approach the opinion, right? However you approach the situation, you will never change fact. The fact of the matter is, Fortnite changes every season and every update and every chapter, and it's a free-to-play game. Whereas you pay full price for Mortal Kombat 1, okay? And every season of Invasions is exactly the same. It's a BOREFEST, and it irritates me, you know? I wish I was actually into Fortnite again, to be honest with you, because at least I get more fucking enjoyment out of it. A palette for Garrus, and a consumable. Sabertac, if you're listening to this, maybe I'll end up playing Fortnite with you. I just got an actual, like a full-on skin there now for Tanya. So brand new skin, completely free of charge. Just unlocked it. So I mean, to be fair, like again, the unlockables in Invasions, I have no issue with them. It's great to be able to unlock new skins and palettes each season. It's got a legendary Inner Titan talisman. I'll have a look at that now later. And I actually got gear for Tanya as well, and some more seasonal credits. I think we're going to exit here now. Yeah, that was quite a few. So there was a Tanya skin, there was a Sindel palette, I think there was a Rain palette, and there was a Garrus palette. Jesus Christ, it's like a memory game. See, what it does is once I unlock the new skins and palettes, I actually go straight into customize, because if they all build up, I don't get around to doing them later, it will only be so annoying. Alright, so I'm actually going to equip that, add it to favorites, randomize all palettes. Alright, let's unfavorite our old palettes and equip her new skin, add it to favorite, unfavorite our old palettes again, and randomize all. Queen Sindel, let's sort you out. Okay, there's your new palette, add to favorite, equipped, unequip our old palettes. Randomize all. Green. Equip your new palette, Rain. Add to favorite, unfavorite. This is a game in itself, to be honest. Was there a smoke? I think actually was it. No, it doesn't matter any, because I want to look at this for a skin. Look at this for a skin, people. That's a Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 smoke skin. Oh my days, man! That is probably one of the best skins in the game, I think. Let's get it up close and personal. I mean, look at that. That's basically like that's like Mortal Kombat 3 remade, right there, like. That's a premium skin that you can get with Dragon Crystals. You can earn Dragon Crystals in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm not gonna trust me. I'm not gonna say that a million times this season, but yeah, it's been said once enough. No, that's good enough. Garrus. Where's your skin? There it is. Was there any more? I don't think there was. I think Homelander is next. No, he won't be actually. I think it'll be probably... Why do some of these look like they're faded out? If you look at Kung Lao's palette, not palette, but like thumbnail compared to Liu Kang, why is Liu Kang brighter than Kung Lao? It's just something. It's the little things that interest me. Yeah. Okay. Right, Melina, calm yourself down. I've got to check my laundry. That's my campaign there. So you literally can't hang out in the main menu for like less than 30 seconds before it kicks you back to the title screen. Crazy. That's my door in case you were wondering. That wasn't some kind of like long fucking squeaky fart. Sorry. That's my door. Ah. Let me just sec. 2 seconds, sorry. I really want classic Mortal Kombat trilogy remastered, remade, and I know I'm a hypocrite, okay? We're all hypocrites, let's face it. We're all fucking hypocrites. I know, like, I moan about, like, there's too many remasters and remakes. We all do anyway. I mean, we all moan there's too many remakes and remasters. But we're all hypocrites, because it could be, like, you could be like a PlayStation guy, okay? First and foremost, I want to say I'm a gamer guy. That's what I am. I'm a gamer guy, okay? I own more than one console, right? I don't own the Xbox. I'm sorry, Phil Spencer. I'm not really. I'm a gamer guy. That's how I consider myself. But I mean, if you're a PlayStation guy, I mean, obviously you're going to like praise The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2, like remasters, remakes, what the fuck they're called. And you're going to praise the Until Dawn remake that's coming on. You go, oh, this is great for PlayStation, this is great. And then, like, you know, somebody brings up Super Mario RPG. All Nintendo do is remake Mario games. Even though they're literally, like, I'm pretty sure the only Mario game they remade, to my knowledge, was Super Mario 64 on the DS, which was a completely different game to begin with. And to be honest with you, I can't even think of any other than Super Mario RPG. But yeah, like, so, like, we're all hypocrites. Let's face it, we're all hypocrites when we approach everything in life. But look, I love Mortal Kombat. I love classic Mortal Kombat a lot more than I like modern Mortal Kombat. And that's not a good or bad thing. It is what it is, you know. I would just love to be able to have a collection of the classic Mortal Kombat games, either remastered or remade. Anyway, look. We just have to be patient and hope it happens sometime. Anyway.
Action. Sonic boom. Torpedo.
I'm proud of that little 2-hit combo. Unfortunately, this isn't Tekken, so I can't do like the King is not here to do those extensive. That song's really kinky. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. No, let's. I know it's down, forward, down, circle. I'm just confirming it. Yeah, down. Yeah, down, forward. Jesus Christ, down, forward, down, circle.
Finisher.
Now look at this. John Cena is no more PG.
What the fuck?
Just a John Cena.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure he's probably one of the only fighters.
What? Little shit.
On the roster that actually says fuck twice.
Peacemaker wins.
I haven't heard any other fighter in Mortal Kombat 1 say like fuck. I mean, I've heard him saying shit probably a few times, but not fuck. Like, I've never seen like Shao Kahn saying, Liu Kang, I'm gonna fuck you up. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, this is John Cena, like. So I don't know when this contract was signed, like to have John Cena in Mortal Kombat 1. But I'm guessing like it was during the time where Vinnie Mac didn't really have any kind of like power in the WWE, like, you know, couldn't really like make any like decisions, stop people from doing stuff. But like, I am pretty sure that if he was, I don't think John Cena would be in Mortal Kombat 1. So the way like Vince McMahon had all these issues with like what these wrestlers do in their spare time, like outside of like wrestling, outside of WWE events and activities. You know, the way he would say, you can't do this, you can't go here. Because I remember there was a massive issue with Up Up Down Down, the YouTube channel. He had an issue with wrestlers having like YouTube channels, and he took issue to wrestlers like doing stuff and going places, you know, that he didn't like. So I'm pretty sure if Vince McMahon had had any like major like influence over decision making in what, you know, WWE talent do, there's absolutely no way he would have one of the biggest like faces, one of the biggest PG faces of a PG company in Mortal Kombat 1, you know, saying fucking shit and blowing people's limbs out. I know he's like peacemaker, whatever the fuck he's called. I get that. But the fact that even happened at all, the fact that movie even happened at all is what I'm trying to say, you know? So, yeah. Long gone are the fucking restrictive days of Vince McMahon. Man, I'll tell you something, man. I mean, I'm not going to go too into this. I'm not going to go too political here. Like, but wrestling fans are like a cult. I am telling you, man, they're like a cult, man. I mean, look at the things that Vince McMahon is actually accused of. I mean, if your local neighbour, what the fuck, can you get any more local than your neighbour? If you're your local friendly neighbour, wait a second, local friendly neighbour, it's fine, man. That's the thing, isn't it? No, do you know what, man? Ignore me for a second. Seconds up. But if your neighbour was accused of something like sinister, like you're not going to give them the fucking like the benefit of the doubt, like, you know, that your neighbour is going to be the gossip of the neighbourhood straight away, like, you know. But I think when it comes to wrestling, it's like Vince McMahon is a good guy. Well, he doesn't sound it to me, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much into that. I just think it's very, again, another example of like, you know, hypocrisy. Don't need to be in the forge. I did say that around 98% of the nodes on the messes are fights. The other 2% are kind of taken up with forges, shops. Okay, let me say 96%. 96% of the nodes in invasions are fights. If you're wondering what the nodes are, they're the circular things that you land on. You know, it's like a board game. It's like Mario Party, you know. You move around this board game environment, and you move from node to node, and on those nodes there are different challenges, and I said 96% of those challenges, those nodes, are fights. The other 4% then, this mightn't be statistically accurate, like, but the other 4% then will be taken up with shops, forges, these towers, test your might, and survive. Basically, the majority of nodes are fights. That's all I need to know. Buddy system. How many opponents are we fighting? 3? 4? Let's find out. Oh, there'll be dialogue here now, so we get to hear John Cena actually speak. So there's actually 3 fights and a test your might. Is that my laundry spinning? It is. Hey, there was no dialogue. There was dialogue in season 2. Well, that's one thing to change, but not for the good.
Torpedo. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Torpedo.
And who's slowing me down?
Torpedo. Sonic boom.
No, I still haven't managed to put off comedian's fatality. Yeah. Down, forward. I have, actually. Down, forward, down, over.
Finish him.
Well, not on this occasion. It's John Cena. So I know he's called Peacemaker, but you just want to call him Peacekeeper. It just rolls off the tongue like Peacekeeper. Regardless, he's John Cena.
Sonic boom. Anti-gravity. Torpedo.
You know, I can just imagine Dave Bautista being enraged with the fact that John Cena is actually in Mortal Kombat and all he got was an ad. Was a trailer. All he got was going around the library pushing books around saying, "Hey, Mortal Kombat." That's all he got. John Cena is actually in Mortal Kombat. I love the way he aims the gun like this. It's like he's afraid to shoot. I'm actually going to pick up Peacemaker on 4K Blu-ray today, if I can see it, if I can come across it. I know it's a pretty like oldish. I wouldn't say oldish, like, but it's been out for a while, like movie.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Choke on it. Anti-gravity. Anti-gravity.
Oh, did I get him? No, damn it. You can shoot like a poison dart or something, but he has to be in the air. So, oh, come here. Go up again, go up again, go up again. Gotcha! What are his brutalities again? Shield of Peace. Yeah, this is actually good. Put the press again. Down, down, down. Ooh. Down.
Eat peace, motherfucker.
Brutality.
Imagine John Cena standing in a WrestleMania ring with, like, you know, the front row is like full of fucking, you know, 6-year-old kids, and he just like says, what they say again? I forget what he even said. I think motherfucker for peace, motherfucker, or something. But it's got new taunt, seasonal credits, coins, and a component. I must pop into the kitchen there now and actually sort out my laundry. It's weird that you actually have to activate the taunt. It's just weird how it can just get added to taunts. It's a strange one. See? No. And I don't think taunts actually even work when you're actually playing invasions, which is really weird. Very strange. So 45% into the first mesa in this BOREFEST that is Invasions. I mean, again, I like unlocking the new skins and palettes, but like it's the same thing. It's literally what I've done so far in this live stream is exactly what I did in season 2 and season 1. I'm in an area that I was in season 2. I'm doing the same things. I'm fighting, I'm surviving, I'm testing my might, I'm going into a forge, I'm going into a shop, I'm fighting a tower. It's literally Groundhog Day. It's literally the same thing, the same place. And it's a BOREFEST because of that. But I'll be right back. I need to sort out my laundry. You can see me. I'm back. Left or right? Left. Get some.
Sonic boom! Torpedo!
You know what's funny is even though I don't really know anything about like comic book culture as much as most people. Oh,
Let's see Batman do that.
yeah, exactly. But even though I don't really know a whole lot about like comic book culture, I'm not really into comics as much as other people are, which is fine. I haven't seen Peacemaker, so I don't really know anything about Peacemaker, to be quite honest with you. What's funny though is I still have the connection to this character in Mortal Kombat 1 because it's literally fucking John Cena. You know, it's John Cena's likeness and it's John Cena's voice, so it's John Cena. You know, when I look at this character, I think of John Cena. I don't think of Peacemaker. I think of John Cena. I couldn't feel any connection to Omelette Man. You know, obviously Quan Chi is a Mortal Kombat character, so obviously I'm going to be connected to Quan Chi. But Peacemaker. Yeah, it's John Cena. It's John Cena. Final finish. Oh look, it's John Cena versus Johnny Cage. What a matchup.
Action! Torpedo! Sonic boom! Torpedo!
Corner pockets.
Anti-gravity!
Finish him.
You know, it's actually quite hard to find the middle section in stages in Mortal Kombat 1. Honestly. Hell, oh, I get it. I get it. Oh man, this mode is such a BOREFEST. I mean, would it hurt to have a few NPCs littered across? Littered is the right word. But unless littered across each map that you can just go up to and just have a chat with. I don't care what it's about. They can chat to me about the economy for all I fucking care, right? The prices of flesh is very expensive in Outworld these days. I wouldn't care. At least it would fucking bring some bit of fucking life to this mode. Or a quest. I mean, this is a simple quest. Listen to me. I know a lot of the times we kind of shut our ideas down as gamers, don't we? We have all these ideas for how we feel a game could be better. But we shut ourselves down by saying, oh, well, I'm not a game designer, I'm not a game developer. You don't need to be a fucking game developer or a designer to say, do you know what would be nice? An NPC that I can talk to in the game. Or, you know what would be nice? A couple of side quests. You know, talk to this NPC and they say, if you can defeat 5 opponents without blocking, you will get this. You will get X, Y, and Z. I mean, Christ-like, that's just 2 ideas there now that would at least bring some bit of life into this BOREFEST of a mode. Because, again, it's the same thing every single season. For God's sake, like, you know, how about a new map? How about just design a new map? Or even just like, change up the map a little bit? Christ-like. Would it really, like, would it really require fucking, you know, rocket science intellect? No, I don't think it would. So I might be a game developer, I might be a game designer, but come on, like. I mean, just imagine if there was like an NPC now, and I pressed up, right? Instead of going back, right, like I did there, you go and face the NPC, talk to them, and they'll chat to you. You know, they'll chat to you. Oh, my ex, you know, is wrecking my head. You know, I don't care. Anything. I don't care what the fuck they're talking about. And they give me a side quest or something. You know, a challenge. And you get unlockable for it. How about a bit more story? How about a cutscene every now and again? How about Melina's forces like invade, literally, no pun intended, I completely intended it, but nonetheless. How about a few like Melina fucking, you know, clones appear and there's a cutscene and you fight, you know, it's just so boring. Like, I didn't know it was going to be so repetitive in Season 1. I was loving Season 1. You can go back and you can watch my live streams of me playing Mortal Kombat 1 Invasion Season 1. I was loving it because it was new then. But then Season 2 came along and it was exactly the same as Season 1. So I was like, this is kind of boring. And now I'm on Season 3 and I'm like, yeah, this is fucking completely boring. It's a BOREFEST. Come on. There are many. There are many.
Action. Torpedo. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Oh, I forgot I had this move. I know.
Sonic boom.
How do I do it again?
Force field.
Force it. It deflects projectiles.
Torpedo. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Finisher.
There's just no excitement in Invasions.
Peacemaker wins.
It just lacks so much life. Oh my god. It's like if you were in a cab or taxi, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, maybe you just want a bit of conversation in the taxi. You know, maybe you're just feeling good, maybe you're just feeling chatty, and like you're like the cab driver, like no, obviously, like, you know, the one rule, okay, when you get into a cab, you don't ask them, you know, are you busy, or, you know, all those kind of fucking questions that they would have been asked a million times. But like, let's say you want to have a conversation with the cab driver, and you're like, oh, so, you know, so how are things? And you're like, okay, nice day today, isn't it? Like, oh, they're working on that road over there, aren't they? I have 2 days to live. You know, like, Jesus Christ, like, I mean, you want to bring a bit of life into the conversation, don't you? And that's what Invasions feel like. Well, come on, do something. I'm gonna poke this mold with a stick. Just do something. Come on. Fucking hell. Not even that, though, because you are technically doing stuff. It's no. See, the issue that I want to highlight is the fact that you're doing the same things in the same places in every season. You know, again, the only thing that's new in Invasion Season 3 and Season 2 is the new skins and palettes, and a miniature story prologue and epilogue at the beginning and end. Other than that, it's the exact same.
Action.
BOREFEST.
Torpedo. Sonic boom.
No, I think a lot of us gamers, we're afraid. We're, I don't know if afraid is the word to use, but we're very nervous and anxious about like criticizing a game, or in particular like criticizing the game developers. Like, you know, to go onto their social media and to, you know, criticize their game. Why? We paid money for this game. We have a passion for this game. Surely we want the best from this game. We want to bring out the best from these developers and publishers to get the best possible experience. Surely we want that, right? So why should we sit in our hands and just like accept, you know, a game that doesn't quite meet our expectations? There's always room for constructive criticism. There's obviously no room and no time for complete and utter abuse, you know, and like just like, you know, death threats and fucking sinister shit like that. There's obviously no fucking place for that, right? But like, there's nothing wrong. We shouldn't feel ashamed or embarrassed to, you know, to give a game developer constructive criticism. I can guarantee you they want that. I can guarantee you when they're interviewed. Let's say Ed Boon is interviewed by IGN, and the reporter, the journalist, whatever, was like, "Oh my God, Ed Boon, I love you so fucking much. Oh my God, you're the best game developer in the world. Mortal Kombat 1, oh my God, it's the best game ever. I fucking love it. Every single mode is great, 10 out of 10. No, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit now, like, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure Ed Boon is like, just tell me something that I can improve on. Tell me something about the game that you didn't particularly like, so I can be aware of this going into the next Mortal Kombat game, or even update the current Mortal Kombat. I mean, everyone who creates something, who provides a service, they want constructive criticism because they want to be better. They don't want to be told, "Oh, this game is great." They don't want simpy fanboys. Okay, they want. It's not about being a fan. They want someone who enjoys their product, okay, and wants to get the most out of their product, and they want their product to be better. So it's important to provide constructive criticism. It's important for me to describe Invasions right now as a BOREFEST, because that's how I feel about Invasions. That's my honest view and my honest opinion about Invasions. And I've backed it up, and I've said why it's a BOREFEST, and I've explained why it could be better. You know, that's called constructive criticism, because it could go places, you know. Oh, look at this. Look, I mean, I've actually said it yesterday, and I'm actually really starting to realise that, John Cena, a peacemaker, is actually like the DC version of Captain America. And I know there's probably a ton of like comic book guys, you know, shouting into their TV screen right now. But Johnny, you should know this. This is basic comic knowledge. I'm like, please shut the fuck up and get your greasy motherfucking face out of my face. You know, you fucking nerd. But I don't know anything about fucking, you know, the comics that all these fucking people fucking simp over. Okay, I just don't get too flying fucks about them. You know, but I just like, it's just something I just took notice of straight away, like. Myself up with that, I do like. Okay. That looks nice, not to be fair. Why am I adding them as a favourite one? Never mind. Yeah. Oh, then you get a new taunt as well. Yeah. We're just looking through the menu here now. So this is Mortal Kombat. You've got the campaign, which is divided into 3 parts. Story, Invasions, Towers. The story of Mortal Kombat 1, it's good. You know, it's good. I'd say it's kind of close to being great, but it's definitely good. When I first played it, I think it was the excitement of the launch of Mortal Kombat 1. You know, it was the excitement of being able to play it and stream it, and it was just a lot of excitement. And there was a lot of ups and downs in that story. There were twists and turns, and you know, it was really, really cool. But I think once the dust settled, okay, once the Mortal Kombat fanboy in me settled, I felt like they were trying to do too much all at the same time with the story arcs. Like you had Liu Kang's new era, and you had all of these like new kind of versions of the fighters, and then they started like you thought that Kronika was back, but it wasn't Kronika. You find out that, you know, Shang Tsung from the other timeline is there, and then you find out there's other timelines. And then you find out that Havoc wants to fuck up the timelines, and you're like, okay, what the hell? There's a lot going on here. Why is Havoc given, like, whose cock did Havoc suck to get that promotion of being the big bad guy? You know, like, Jesus H. Christ. That was a bit strange, looking back on it, no, to be honest with you, that was a bit strange. But yeah, I felt like there was like 3 games. There was 3 games worth of story crammed into that story. So I crammed into Mortal Kombat 1 story. I think Mortal Kombat 1 story should have been Fire God Liu Kang's new era. Simple. Obviously you have to have a threat. The threat, I feel, could have been let me think about this. The threat literally could have been Shang Tsung and Quan Chi from this timeline, from Fire God Liu Kang's timeline. Okay? We know that they're up to something. We know they're working for someone who we think is Kronika. We as the player think is Kronika. And we don't quite know who Shang Tsung and Quan Chi are conspiring with. We just know that they're up to something bad and they're trying to conquer the realms and we need to stop them. So the bosses would have been the Deadly Alliance. So nice throwback to Deadly Alliance. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi. You defeat Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and that's basically the end of Mortal Kombat 1's story. Well, obviously, and then, but let's just back up a second. So the big thing about Mortal Kombat 1 was Fire God Liu Kang's new era. A new beginning, a new timeline, a new era, okay? New origin stories for all our beloved Mortal Kombat fighters, okay? Let that nourish. Let that flourish. Let that be its own thing. Let's see a new Outworld. Let's see a new Earthrealm. Let's see a new Shao Kahn. Let's see a new Shang Tsung, which we did to an extent. But they slowly started to kind of fall back into their usual roles, which I kind of found a bit stupid, to be quite honest with you. I found it a bit counterproductive, to be quite honest with you. It was kind of contradictory of what they were trying to do. But nonetheless, we technically see new origin stories for these fighters. So let that be its own thing. Let that be its own thing, okay? Different versions of the fighters, a new era. Let that be its own thing. But then we find out that Quan Chi and Shang Tsung are conspiring against the realms. To stop them. And you do stop them. And that's the end of the story. But there's a post-credit scene where the identity of the conspirer is none other than Shang Tsung from the timeline that we saw in Mortal Kombat 11. And the fans are like, oh my god, it's canon, the timeline is canon, all that kind of shit, right? And then it sets up the next Mortal Kombat where he becomes the threat. And you find this out, basically. You find this out at the beginning of Mortal Kombat 2, so to speak, right? And you have to stop him because he wants to conquer your timeline. He wants to merge his timeline with your timeline. I think that would be a nice throwback and evolution of the classic Mortal Kombat games where it was about Outworld trying to merge with Earthrealm. Here we are now in 2024 and beyond, and we have a story where Shang Tsung's timeline wants to merge with Fire God Liu Kang's timeline and be the ultimate timeline. And that basically, come on, the story can evolve. There can be other stories happening all at the same time, but that will basically be the basis of the story. You stop that, and then at the post-credit scene, just as Shang Tsung is being defeated, Garrus reveals that is not the only timeline. And that all these timelines start, at the very end of the post-credit credit, all these portals open up, and all these titans from other timelines show up. And then you realise, holy shit, there's multiple timelines, threats from multiple timelines. That becomes a third Mortal Kombat game, where basically you must stop all of these threats. And you must find some powerful artifact that can bring together, put all these timelines back to where they are, and bring peace to timelines, and bring peace to the realms and all that kind of stuff. But no, pretty much the majority of all that happened in one story. It was crammed into Mortal Kombat 1 story. But look, I enjoyed it overall. It was fun. Then we have the in-between, literally, the in-between story mode, which is Invasions. It is technically a story mode, technically. And it basically centers around those titans that I spoke about, all these titans from the other timelines, basically trying to fuck up Fire God Liu Kang's timeline, and you got to stop that. Towers then is pretty much like what happens John Cena, what happens Johnny Cage after the story of Mortal Kombat 1. What happens Fire God Liu Kang after the story of Mortal Kombat 1. It's basically not so much that. The best way to put it is it's basically the story of Mortal Kombat 1, but from each fighter's perspective, basically. And it's fun. But honestly, man, once you complete these 3 modes, you have online, which is basic. it's a basic online system. You just go online, you pick ranked, you pick versus, you pick friendly, whatever, you fight online. You can customize your fighter and cameo with new skins and palettes. You can practice. You can go to the shrine to unlock new content. You can look at the new content in the collection, and you have settings. That's Mortal Kombat 1. That's Mortal Kombat 1. My days. You know what? I'm not going to mention Street Fighter 6 because the fact that game has a battle pass just pisses me off. So fuck Street Fighter 6. But Tekken 8, right? Not only does Tekken 8 have a fantastic cinematic story mode like Mortal Kombat 1, but let's look at the story. It doesn't try to do all of these crazy things at the same time. It doesn't try to be something different. It doesn't try to reinvent itself. It literally just continues the story of Tekken. It's simple as that. It's a continuation of Kazuya and Jin's story. And it's told in a fantastic cinematic story. And I love it. Then you had the second additional single player mode called Arcade Quest, and oh my fucking days, it just towers over Invasions in terms of quality and fun and gameplay and everything. Because the first thing that I want to talk to you about is that that mode literally has a completely different art style. Every mode you play in Mortal Kombat 1 will have the exact same art style, whether you're playing Conquest mode, or whether you're playing Invasions, or whether you're playing online, or whether you're playing Story, Towers, whatever. But in Arcade Quest and Tekken 8, it's a completely different art style. You can create an avatar that looks literally like an Xbox avatar back in the day, or even the avatars in Switch Sports. So it looks really like, cute and cuddly, which is different. It's charming. There's a personality to it. And the story of Arcade Quest is that you and your friends are Tekken fans. So it takes place outside of the Tekken universe. It's like in the real world. And you're going from arcade to arcade, and every arcade is designed differently, and it's designed so well, and it's full of life, and it's full of characters, full of NPCs that you can chat to, you can challenge. The story is always there at the back because you're trying to basically be this good Tekken player, and you're traveling all over the arcades to enter competitions and tournaments to be the best Tekken player. And it's just such a fun mode as a result. So much better than Invasions. Tekken 8 also has a very unique take on like your traditional arcade mode, because it's a completely separate story, outside of what's going on in the Tekken 8's main story, kind of a thing. Well, yeah, not so much. Yeah, well, kind of. It's like it's basically what happens if King won the King of Iron Fist tournament. What would happen if Paul Phoenix won the King of Iron Fist tournament? You don't quite see that in Mortal Kombat 1. It's more or less kind of like outside of what the other characters are doing. That's pretty much what happens. Really fun mode. It also has Tekken Ball, which is a completely different experience. It also has Ghost Battle Data as well. Okay. The online hub, like the fighting lounge, just being able to move around this real space and see other players' avatars and interact with them and challenge them down to a ghost battle, sit next to an arcade with them and fight them. It's just so much more fun than what Tekken 1's online mode has to offer. As far as customization is concerned, you can literally customize every fighter in great detail along with your avatar. It isn't the case of just getting a new skin or a palette. And it just has so much more to offer. So I have to say it, hands down, Tekken 8 is just a more it's just more of an extensive game, and it's more fun as a result. And I completely forgot why I actually went back to the menu to the show. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I think I know now. Right. Time is ticking. Just right. I'm not really about, this may surprise people, I'm not really about complaining about games. I just want games to be better. I just want a game to be better, to be the best it can,
Torpedo! Anti-gravity! Force field! Alright, that might be overkill.
Brutality.
A little bit, yes.
Peacemaker wins.
I actually hope there's this gear where you can actually have no helmet, because I just want to see John Cena. I want to see John Cena's face just to add to like the craziness of like John Cena being in Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Teeth and blades. Teeth and blades.
Action! Torpedo! Sonic boom!
Well, the fact you can actually shoot like.
Sonic boom! Sonic...
Boom is right.
Alright, that might be overkill.
Brutality. Peacemaker wins.
I wonder, are these fatalities actually in the movie? I'm guessing there would be, like there was something like it at least anyway. Like.
Action! Sonic boom! Anti-gravity! Anti-gravity! Torpedo!
Finish him.
Eagle!
Peacemaker wins.
I don't think I'm actually going to be streaming much of Invasions, because I'll tell you the truth, like it's fucking boring. It's a BOREFEST. I've been saying it since the start. It's a BOREFEST. Like there's nothing to stream that you haven't seen already. You know, I mean, honestly, like there's nothing happening here. I mean, again, everything I have done so far in Invasion Season 3, I've done in Invasion Season 2. I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm in exactly the same places. It's Groundhog Day again, and it's a fucking BOREFEST. They really need to improve Invasions, honestly.
Action!
I mean, I know I'm pissed off at the fact that Tekken 8 now has microtransactions.
Torpedo!
But like, overall, as a fighting game, it is far superior than Mortal Kombat 1. Like, I just don't care that it has microtransactions, to be honest with you at this stage. Because, I mean, I can do a lot more other stuff in the game. But the thing is, like, Invasions is just such a BOREFEST.
Torpedo!
Like, I'm just trying to ignore, I'm trying to ignore the fact that that Tekken 8 actually has microtransactions, to be honest with you, to the best of my ability. Oh my days.
Peacemaker wins.
I mean, these places are so empty. They're just so empty. And as usual, there's a gate that you have to open with certain things that you get Well, I don't know if that's the gate that you can open when you get stuff at the end of the season, or if it's just something you have to get. Anyway, bag boy. That is a. Do I look like your bag boy? No, that's not. It's a throwback to It's a throwback to the Mortal Kombat 1 movie, the original Mortal Kombat movie. But I don't think like Johnny Cage asked him to take his bags, but the line that Liu Kang says in the movie, I don't think it's like, do I look like your bag boy? Or something. I forget what he said, but anyway.
Torpedo. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Finish him!
What the fuck? Damn it. Fuck. What? Little shit.
Fatality. Peacemaker wins.
This is so like, it's like, oh my god, like hearing John Cena curse, like, it's like, he cursed.
Action!
Sonic boom. Torpedo. Pound it. Anti-gravity.
On brand. Finish it! Peacemaker wins.
You know, this mode has become so boring. It's borderline depressing. Depressing, to be honest with you. It actually is, like, oh my god, like, just a bit of excitement, a cutscene here and there, an NPC to talk to, an NPC to give you a side quest, some hidden areas. How about just some amount of exploration? For God's sake, I mean, there's a mode called fucking Conquest mode that came out in like 2004, whatever it was, 2003, 2004. Like Deception onwards, in Mortal Kombat Deception and Mortal Kombat Armageddon, there's Conquest mode. It's fully explorable action adventure single player mode that has like side quests, hidden areas, dialogue, voice acting, everything. Come on.
Sonic. All right, that might be overkill.
Brutality. Peacemaker wins.
Like, this mode is dead. It has no life. It's nothing more than an interactive, like, unlockable mode. As in, like, you know, a mode where you unlock stuff, basically, as I say.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Torpedo.
And these secret fights are as meaningless as they were in Season 1. For God's sake, I remember secret fights in Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. And when you act, oh my god, the sequence of events you had to do to even activate the secret fight was crazy. But when you got to the secret fight, you were fighting like Reptile, for instance, in Mortal Kombat 1. I think it was Mortal Kombat 1 anyway. I was in Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 1. And you would literally unlock him. Or whatever it was in there, you would unlock the character. Like there was basically hidden fighters that could be unlocked. And you would get them through secret fights. And oh my god, they meant something. They meant something. They fucking meant something. Because all of a sudden, you saw like this fucking fighter, like that you were, oh my god, who is this guy? Oh my god, this is so fucking crazy. Like I've never seen this fighter in a game before. And then you unlock them. Whereas like in Mortal Kombat 1 it's like secret fight and you're fighting fucking Raiden or you're fighting Reptile that are in the game anyway. You defeat them, you get nothing. What's the purpose? What is the purpose? Forget what's the meaning of life. What's the meaning of secret fights in Mortal Kombat 1? That's the real fucking question. Jesus H. Christ.
Test your might.
Oh my days. That looks like a big blob of jelly. Big blob of jelly.
Excellent.
Jesus, John Cena's come a long way, hasn't he? Fucking hell. You know, there's not many wrestlers that I can actually like remember, like distinctively, like their debut, and remember just how like how much of it in my mind, and I think a lot of the people's mind in the audience, anyway, at least, like I'm watching at home. I don't know, there's nobody comes out of nowhere called John Cena, and now he's in Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, I just feel like that happened in the Flash. Because there was Kurt Angle in the ring, and he would have this like challenge that he would come up with, and if they could defeat Kurt Angle, they could have his medals. It was when Kurt Angle was like a heel, and he was like, you know, I'm the American hero, I'm the Olympic hero, I'm Kurt Angle, I'm, you know, this great athlete, and you know, I'm going to give people the opportunity to face me, and if they beat me, that they'll get my medals. I remember that so well. It was SmackDown. I think it used to be on a Saturday night or else a Friday night, and yeah, I mean, I used to sit there with my Pringles, you know, watching SmackDown, and the next minute, you know, this guy just runs into the ring, called John Cena. I think Kurt Angle says, "What do you have? What is it that you think? What is it you have that you think you can defeat me? Whatever else." And he says, "Ruthless aggression." He stamps him in the face. And puts on one hell of a match. I just remember it being such a shock because I mean, it wasn't just Kurt Angle. Like, this used to happen a lot. Like, there's like his hometown heroes or whatever would just like show up in the ring, like, and they'd get absolutely annihilated by the wrestlers. But this guy called John Cena is in there, and he's literally going toe to toe with Kurt Angle, and almost wins the match at one stage. And the rest is history. Literally. I mean, this underdog called John Cena, you know, starts going up against wrestlers like Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, JBL, like Bradshaw, and before you know it, he's winning championships, titles, he's, you know, headlining pay-per-views, and now he's in Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, what a journey. What a fucking journey. Like, it's like, what? Like, it's crazy. It's hard to take it in, to be honest with you. I mean, like him or hate him, he probably has had probably one of the most, like, oh, I don't know, man. I mean, one hell of a career, like, you know, put it that way. Oh, you can now use them, I think, instead of actually getting rid of them. So I think it's just frozen the game because of it. That's a nice thing they've added in. Anyway, look, that's going to do for the live stream. This is a BOREFEST. This is a mode. I really just wanted to stream it, but just to mention that, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be streaming it because there's nothing to stream. There's nothing to stream. It's boring. But unless, if you have watched, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time on Green Hill Gaming. Enjoy the rest of your day.